Yes, y'allin', discard them like blunt trash. Active more Avengers, call that a Hulk smash. Your conscious goon sniffling booze and role models won't accept facts and just quarrel. No 5 principles, of course, no profit. Facebook and YouTube names they won't have on the docket. They say go fund me, and when you go fund them and get robbed, I say I told you, don't fund them. Still won't listen and call yourself deaf. While most say middle, my path is right hand or left. Some say your cult and think we worship Baphomet. We just Sufis with trance for Muhammad. Offerings of fruit for Oya and Oshun. If that won't work, we call in some Shangoons. Summon demons at the full blood and new moons. Mirror steel blade only escaped by a few coons. And those that escaped are on the run and stay running. Falling off the London Bridge or jumping.
Nobody beats the Moors.
Nobody beats the
Nobody beats the Moors.
Nobody beats the
Nobody beats the Moors.
Nobody beats the
Nobody beats the Moors.
We studied from the masters, we know that's self-reloaded. From Moorish Empire books to hip-hop decoded. Before modern decoders, we studied A.A. Rashid, Conscious Kent Hemet, Basil Lim and Akeem. Moore's order up the table round like Common had soul. We got degrees by the pound, stay uplifting humanity. We got Moors near Japan and lands nether and even Afghanistan. On every Atlantis island, Moors you find them. Reppin' Moorish nation, not Turtle Island. Island when it's really a continent. Anybody saying Drew Ali's a myth incompetent. Claiming black and Indian nonsense, then begging active Moors to help you out your consequence. We still lend a hand, our first principle love. Realize, not a hand, just a stick in a glove.
Nobody beats the
Nobody beats the Moors.
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 On and on, till the break of dawn. Many Negro black scholars coin tell pawns. Doing dirty work, keep you deaf and dumb. With no love, truth, peace, justice, or freedom. Moors have returned, called the ancient ones. We are the copper tone natives, not the Asian ones. Feathers up in turbans, Allah's patient sons. Key man escaped shots from Smith agent guns. Or any coil to pro plans or ceaseless plots. Not getting a slave name, talking to racist cops. Violating oaths of office and ethics. Never knew I was a Moor, thought I was synthetic. Stop being skeptic, suddenly apologetic. We shut down the psychological warfare methods. Active Moors check it, see it as a lesson. Muftis will know their strength before the foes test it.
Nobody beats the
Nobody beats the Moors.
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 Nobody beats the Moors. Nobody beats the Moors. Nobody beats the Moors. Nobody beats the Moors. Nobody beats the Moors. Nobody beats the Moors. Nobody beats the Moors. Nobody beats the Moors.
Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quickies. What we do here is we add some common sense thinking to everyday situations or comments that may arise. Want to give it a try? Recently, there have been certain Moors saying that the Moroccan Empire ended in the 1800s. It doesn't exist anymore. Yet in the same breath, they constantly say, we follow what Prophet Noble Jew Ali brought. Here, take a listen and hear for yourself.
The empires have been abolished. So in context,
He said that the empire had been abolished.
maybe I'm using the wrong word, but we have moved on to nation states, in other words. Empires wasn't in existence in the 1836, brother.
Let me ask you a question.
So the point of the matter is, it couldn't apply as it relates to an empire because empires wasn't in existence at that time. The Roman Empire had fell. The Moroccan Empire
Alright, so let's deal with his first statement about the Moroccan Empire being gone since the 1800s, as well as all empires being gone during the 1800s. Now, as for all the other empires being gone since the 1800s, all we have to do is do a search on the Ottoman Empire, and we find that it came to an end in 1922. So that quells that statement. And for the Moroccan Empire being gone during the time the treaty was produced, technically, I can just show a copy of the 1787 Treaty of Peace and Friendship from the Library of Congress, where in the title of the document it says, Treaty of Peace and Friendship between the United States of America and His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of Morocco. And the title Emperor meaning the sovereign or supreme monarch of an empire. So clearly the Moroccan Empire was still around in 1787. But that would be far too easy, correct? That would be using too much common sense, correct? Right. We must deal with what Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought, correct? Alright. So let's go to the Holy Quran of the Moor Science Temple of America, divinely prepared by the noble prophet Drew Ali. And let's go to chapter 47, section 6, and read what it says. The Moabites from the land of Moab, who received permission from the pharaohs of Egypt to settle and inhabit northwest Africa, they were the founders and are the true possessors of the present Moroccan Empire, with their Canaanite, Hittite, and Amorite brethren who sojourned from the land of Canaan seeking new homes. So according to Prophet Noble Drew Ali, when he prepared the Holy Quran of the Moor Science Temple of America in the 1920s, he stated the present Moroccan Empire in chapter 47. So doesn't present Moroccan Empire mean it is still in existence, at the very least in the 1920s? So what is this Moor talking about, that the Moroccan Empire was gone since the 1800s? And then this Moor tries to imply that when Prophet Noble Drew Ali said, quote, "This is a new era of time now," end quote, the Prophet was talking about the treaty and empire are null and void, and that we must adopt a new way of thinking. Here, take a listen and hear for yourself.
The Moroccan Empire, gone. The dynasty era, gone. We were in nation state era. And this is why the Prophet Noble Drew Ali teaches that this is a new era of time now. Meaning we must do things that's consistent with this new era of time. That's why he keeps saying this is a new era of time.
Here's the thing. Where Prophet Noble Drew Ali said, quote, "This is a new era of time now," end quote, the Prophet was speaking about proclaiming your free national name to be recognized by the government in which you live and the nations of the earth. Prophet Noble Drew Ali mentions this in Act 6 of the Divine Constitution of Moorish America. Act 6. With us, all citizens must proclaim their nationality, and we are teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed, that they may know that they are a part and a parcel of this said government, and know that they are not Negroes, colored folks, black people, or Ethiopians, because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779 and lasted until 1865 during the time of slavery. But this is a new era of time now, and all men now must proclaim their free national name to be recognized by the government in which they live and the nations of the earth. This is the reason why Allah, the great God of the universe, ordained Noble Jew Ali, the prophet, to redeem his people from their sinful ways. The Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites whom inhabited the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa. Now, in Act 6 of our divine constitution of Moorish America, do you see anywhere where it is dealing with the Moroccan Empire? Anywhere? The closest comment to mentioning the Moroccan Empire is when the Prophet mentions, quote, the Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites whom inhabited the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa, end quote. And that ties directly into chapter 47 of the Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America, where the Prophet says the present Moroccan Empire. So, in Noble Jew Ali's own words, the Moroccan Empire is still present. Oh, and for those more saying that Canada and the United States are separate jurisdictions and that Canaanland Moors are from Canada and don't know anything about US law, read Articles of Confederation from November 15th, 1777, ratified March 1st, 1781. Article 11 states, Canada acceding to this confederation and enjoining in the measures of the United States shall be admitted into and entitled to all the advantages of this union, but no other colony shall be admitted into the same unless such admission be agreed to by 9 states. So Canada is a part of the United States, and studying quote-unquote United States law pertains to Canada. Common sense was made before book sense.
So it's hard to determine who's the prison Moor, who's a temple Moor, and you know what I'm saying? Unless you guys have some type of code where we can be like, okay, we can ask them a question and we can be like, okay, this is some prison they don't believe.
And that's why when individuals come into this information, they're not supposed to be chasing after people because they have a card or they have a paper or they said they did this or they said they did that. They're supposed to take that information, go study, go fact check in order to see if it's legit. You think when I came into this, there wasn't Dirty Mars trying to sell me packages or whatever?
How did you
how do you know the difference? Like so you gotta become a Moor to understand it.
By studying from the right people. Of course, it's no different than anything else.
Did you have to file paperwork?
So we have to study the Moors to understand.
Say that again, one at a time.
Did you have to file paperwork with the American government?
Well, no, because they're not a government. They're a corporation. They're not to file with them. What you file with them?
No, I'm saying, how did you change your status and put the L on there?
One of the Moors that I kick it with, I ain't gonna say kick it, but one of the Moors that I know, his name is Sher Duketeers. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy. Now, I asked him.
So if you here, you know he's a Moor. You know,
right, I know he's a Moor, right? Now I asked him, how do you determine? Because I know he the first one who told me the word dirty Moor. I never heard that before. So every time I hear that word, you know, I hear him saying it. So I never heard that before he said it. So so I asked him, you know, how do we verify? He said, check the ID. So when the Moor come up to you and they talking this Moor shit, he told me to check their ID. He said if they don't have their shit on their name, he said check and see if they're single. Because he said check and see if they're single by themselves and check their ID. So that's what he told me. So I want to ask you, can we see your ID? And are you alone?
No, I'm the Grand Sheik of a temple. I know.
Are you alone? Do you have a family? Or you just one single person?
What do you mean? Like if I have a wife and if I have children or whatever?
Right.
Yeah. No, I don't have no wife and I don't have no children.
Are you an islander?
Okay, well that's strike one right there. Thank you, Duke. Now can we see your ID, bro? Can we see it?
Not necessarily, because if you go call Aseer right now and ask him about Cujo and see what he says.
Are
I'm
you an
joking,
islander?
bro. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm
Are you
sorry.
from the islands, my brother?
I'm being an asshole. But can we see your ID? Because
Call,
that's what he asked me. And so
Man got an accent, yo. You got a strong accent. You sound Arawak to me.
this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. As far as Aseer, the Duke of Tears, you know Aseer, the Duke of Tears. He's not gonna lie to you. So call Aseer, the Duke of Tears, since you know him, and ask him about Grand Sheik Kudro in Canaanland, and let him tell you if I'm a dirty Moor or if I'm a legit Moor to listen to.
well, I don't know. That'll be a little feminine to me, calling up another man, asking about another man. It sounds a little weirdo to me. But it's okay. It's okay. I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying, can we see your ID? Is it
No.
possible? Okay, that's all. It's okay.
What do you mean? For what? Like, what do you need to see my ID for?
Well, because that was one of his things that he told me. He told me check their ID. He said a dirty Moor would never let you see their ID. He said they would always talk this Moor shit, and they were always some single ass dude in the basement or some shit, and then they never show their ID because they're.
Okay. That's like me saying, put your camera on. Let me see you right now.
I can do that. That's no problem. But that's what he told me.
I'm saying like, because I ain't see nobody's face on this platform. I don't know who's on this.
Okay, here I can show you this. That's no problem.
Show me.
You know what I'm saying? If you can see me, you know what I'm saying. And I could show you. I can show you my ID as well.
All right, I'll go get my ID. I'll show you my ID.
That's my ID. And so that's what he told me. You see what I'm saying? Now, I don't know about everybody else. Everybody else is into this stuff and they know the history, the entomology. And all. I don't know none of that shit. All I know is Duke of Tears told me. There's
my right to travel ID.
Huh?
There's my right to travel ID.
Okay, so is that Canadian?
No, we're in America. Canada is a corporation.
I know, so is America.
No, America's a continent.
It's also a corporation as well.
America's not a corporation.
United States of America is a corporation.
United States of America and the Americas are two different things.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Maybe I did phrased it wrong, but I thought we was on the same. So what the hell was that, bro? Like
that was our body of Moors have our own ID. For example,
let me show you. Oh, here we go. Here go the 5,000 Elite ID. It's actually a real piece of plastic, you guys. That look like a piece of paper. Like, I'm not sure. They go to 5,000 Elite ID. Here we go right there. But I don't want to make fun of your stuff, bro, because I know you're a serious dude, and I know I fuck with the Moors. I'm gonna be the first one that make them hats dope.
Our body, like we have our right, like we have plates.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope, y'all. That's dope. Ain't nobody fucking with the Moors. That's dope, bro.
Because we're a nation.
You put that on your car? Hold on. You put that on your car?
Because we're a nation.
That's dope, bro. Fuck the bullshit. That's dope. Yeah, that's dope. But it looks pretty weird though, because it got like a bunch of religious symbols on it.
That's what you think it is. You think it's religious because you don't have the knowledge.
Right. That's true. That is true. Because I'm fucked up in the brain, I don't have your knowledge. You're right. You know what I'm saying? And so to me,
Aseer knowledge, because if I show Aseer all these symbols, he's never gonna relate them to religion.
Right. But that's because I'm still under the chip. I'm still programmed. So to me, that would be religious symbols. And so and so those license plates, those is dope. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should let me design them though. Y'all should let me design some of that shit. I can give you a dope ass ID, bro. That ID ugly as hell. It looked like you made that shit at Kinko though.